What's going on, guys? So in case you've noticed, I have put a banner on my video just to try and bring a little more attention to my Twitter, and also because I think it makes it look better. And so, because there was no real update this week, I'm just gonna be doing about an hour of Barrows in the hopes of trying to get a corruption sigil. I have been, because frankly I've been to a few next masses over the weekend, and basically I just wish that I had a corruption sigil item at that time. So yeah, I'm trying to get at least one corruption sigil for right now, but if I can get more than that, at best 3, then that would be pretty good. Because then that way I could get a defender, a rebounder, and I forget what the... Honestly, I forget what the ranged one is called. I can't remember. So yeah, I do find the Crusade a bit annoying, even more so than Linza, so I'm just gonna be using my amulets for that. Okay, so which way? This way. So I am only going to be doing this for an hour, just so that I can try and get something out of it. And it says on the wiki that you get a better chance depending on how many brothers you kill, so... Honestly, I don't really like that one. That arrow one, I'm not a big fan of it. Oh well, at least it got me to kill more brothers, so at least with that I do get better results from the drops, or the chest I mean. So they did release the news about RuneFest earlier today, so I will be doing a video about that just to try and get out, just to try and make sure that more people can see it. Frankly, it's a bit, given the timing, it's a bit earlier than I thought it would be, considering it's only 2 months away. Oh, I hate these distractions. That's honestly the worst time that I've had so far with Barrows. Going back to the news about RuneFest, again, it does seem a bit early considering that it's only 2 months away in September, and also, however, I do like that it's in London so that people who have to fly like me will find it easier. Because all I have to do is take a flight to London and then I'll just be able to hopefully take a cab. And I do have a sort of beach island thing going on with the theme of RuneFest this year, so that will be interesting to see how RuneFest looks like when it's time for it. Okay, so I guess I gotta go this way. I don't have too much against the Crusade, although I would prefer. Although he does have that whole prayer switching thing, so it makes it a bit more difficult. Whereas with Linza, you just have to like bring food, and that's pretty much it. So I have done a few 1 hour Barrows runs before, but each time I just haven't been lucky with getting the corruption sigil. So hopefully in this one I will be a bit more lucky and get at least one. Yeah, that's another thing I like doing about my Barrows runs is that they help me to complete the combat challenges. Which all I need left is strength, and then once I've got that done, I won't have any more combat challenges left to do, which will be nice. Because that means that all I have to do is about all I have left is farming, hunter, and what else? Agility, yeah, that's it. Oh, and I'll still get the demon hunt challenges too. Okay, I know I didn't kill that many brothers, but I was a bit hoping for more. Honestly, these are actually the Barrows amulets that I got from Missing Presumed Death. I actually never really bothered to use them before. I do hate how just about pretty much anything can interrupt those puzzles. It will be a bit interesting to see what part the Barrows brothers play in the Sasuke finale, and if they bother to include a Crusade, though I'm pretty sure that they will. Like, I can understand why they decided not to include him in Kindred Spirits, because that would lengthen the quest for some people, and just wouldn't have been right. So all in all, I do think that they made the right choice in regards to not including a Crusade. So hopefully at some point we do see him again, and because I've always had this idea that we will eventually get to save a Crusade. Though I'm pretty sure that he won't return as being the way we remember. He'll still be dead because he is a white, which is an inferior entity. But like, if it wasn't for a crusade, it would be us who would have been turned into a white, so... I just think that we should be able to pay him back for the sacrifice that he made. Plus, there is the issue with the other Barrows brothers, where we seem to indicate in kindred spirits where we'll save them, or at least try. And regarding Linza, I don't think we're gonna just leave one of the Barrows brothers to their fate as a dead. Like, we've already had quite a few of those with Zinnia and Sarowen. So that's kind of why I really want to see Death of Chivalry 2, just so that we get more Sarowen and get an idea about what we'll be doing with that. But until then, I can't really I can't really see what we'll be doing. Like, I've had an idea where we would go to New Domina, which is the Icenic homeworld, and we would find the answer to the Wand of Resurrection's curse there. Frankly, because I do want to see New Domina. At least it's one of the worlds that I would wish to see. Or at least one of the areas. I would also like to see the underwater city that's been proposed a few times. See, this is what I usually do when I do my Barrows run, which is I start off with Verac and the Crusade and work my way around and see what happens with that. And so, if I make my way to Linza, then I'll defeat her. If not, then it's nothing off my back. Okay, sorry about that. My computer does, for a strange reason, have a habit of disconnecting. I'm not entirely sure why, though. And frankly the annoying problem that I haven't quite figured out. Oh, I see. This hit the Varrock and the Crusade too. I don't know how I got here. Seriously. Maybe I'm supposed to go in this one? I can't. I know it's only been a few days since I did my last one, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna do Lindsay now just to show off how I fight her. I do use Debilitate against her because it does have the damage for a while, and for an opponent that reflects damage, it works out well. Some people say not to use Sunshine or Death Swiftness, but frankly I like using it against her because I think that the damage boost outweighs the damage that you take. Honestly, that's probably the best I've ever done against Lindsay. So, that was the best I've ever had done because I didn't use any food against her, and usually it's at least one or two. And with this I do have 7 Barrows brothers killed, so I do hope that this time I do get the corruption sigil because that should have increased my chances by quite a bit to get a corruption sigil. But I have killed 7 or 8 before and gotten nothing out of it, so I'm cautiously optimistic. Okay, so that was a pretty fast one, so I wasn't exactly expecting to get much from that. So I have enjoyed fighting next in a mess, although I still do face some troubles with her even then. Frankly, it's the smoke and the shadows that I have the most problem with. Or more so the shadows and sometimes the ice phase. Although I did get quite a few kills on next, I'm 48, so it wasn't too bad. Although sometimes you really have to work in order to get the kills. Because when you have a certain number of people or more in a mass, some people won't get kill count. I believe that it works on a DPS format, so I guess that just because of the way I like to play, because I like to be a bit more tanky as opposed to using power armor. The only problem is that I just don't have the in order to sort of go after the ones who draw the level 90 tank armor, which is Yakamaru and Durzak, you need a 10-person team, and I just haven't been able to get one. Yeah, I kind of figured I would have to fight someone. I only killed 4 already. You can make quite good money here because most of the items stack, so as long as you have enough space in your inventory, then you can really make it work. Although I believe that even the newer art items like Arun's Book of Magic and Wand and Kariel's Pistol Crossbow and Offhand Crossbow have been dropped quite a bit. I'm not entirely sure, so well, I'm mostly sure on Arun stuff, but Okay, so I suppose it was that way. Honestly, thought I would have seen at least one more brother already. Guess not. Well, there's Torag. Did not mean to do that. See? Just what I hated about fighting a crusade. I would bring another weapon to deal with that, though I just felt that using the ambulance was easier. And honestly, I didn't even know that trying to use a Barrows amulet on a sarcophagus could enable the hidden tunnel thing. That was a first for me. I kinda hate to agree with him, but yeah, it's pretty much the same stuff every time. Like, I'm getting blood runes out of it, which is nice. Though I would like to... I'm still waiting on that corruption sigil. Although, to be honest, even in the next matches, there was only like one person who got a corruption sigil out of all of those kills. So, maybe they are rarer than I thought. Okay, so it's the south door that I have to go through. Okay. I was planning on doing this earlier in the week, but I did get busy with other things, so it became too difficult to do this at a good time. Okay, so 5 isn't too bad. Though 6 is better. About these Barrows totems I'm getting, it would be nice if I could find a team or for the Rise of the Six, or if the Barrows totems were worth more. Because right now I think they're only worth like 500 GP. I mean, the Ascension keys are about 500k, I think. And sure, they drop Ascension's crossbows, but Rise of the Six does get some nice things. Like there's the kite shields for melee, magic, and ranged. And also there's like if they were companion pets instead of just item pets, then I wouldn't mind getting a Barrows bobblehead. Although at the moment, if I recall, Malevolent Energy, the thing needed to get a Barrows bobblehead is still pretty expensive. So even if they were a companion pet, I'm not sure I'd get them. I do hope I can find more masses, because the more masses I can find, the higher kill count I can get. And if I can get a better kill count, then I have a better chance of getting a boss pet, which I would totally love. Because at the current moment, I don't have a single one. So out of all the boss pets, I'm pretty sure they'll never get like Araxor or Araxi, because I just don't want to be followed by a giant spider. Yeah, I still got a long way to go to 120 dunge. No, that's fine. I'm pretty much just trying to get an invention up right now. Though it is taking a bit of it's also taking a bit of a long time. Okay, so it's the eastern door this time. Honestly, not sure where that lag spike came from. Just came out of the blue. Yeah, great. Oh well, at least it's not too far. Unfortunately, still no sigil. So I'm probably not gonna get much more in about 1 or 2 more runs. So I I am gonna end soon. So as soon as I run out, my aura runs out, I'll probably end the video. Okay, so it's the northern door this time. So yes, I finally got one. And honestly, I'm so happy now. And because now I finally got at least one corruption sigil. Which means that every time I go to next now, if I have the corrupted defender, rebounder, whatever, I can get an ancient version of it too, so that will be extremely nice. So I'm just so glad that I managed to get it. Now, if only I can get one more on this run, that would be incredible. Now, the only question is which one to make. I mean, every time I go to next, I pretty much use magic or ranged. So I'll probably turn it into the ranged version, so just so that because of my 90s, the only one that I have that's dual wield is melee and ranged, and I pretty much prefer to use ranged, so I'll have to get myself a Cariel's two-handed crossbow. So and then the next time that I go to next, hopefully I'll get an ancient emblem, which will help me get the level 80 version, and then the Calfight King mask should help me get okay, let's see if this works. Nope. Oh, come on! Are there two? Okay, I'm out of here. Anyways, guys, so that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any opinions about my new banner, if you think that any part seems a bit off, then please let me know in the comments. And also, I will be making a video about the RuneFest news on sometime over the course of the weekend, so be sure to look for that. So I'll also be making a video about the Port Serum invasion and the graphical rework that comes with it, so that'll be on Monday, I believe. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.